Basketball sneakers are on fire right now. So the one type of sneaker that has felt quite elusive for a very long time now has been the basketball sneaker that you can easily wear both on and off the court. I mean, besides early Jordan models and maybe the foam posits, these types of ball shoes have been pretty hard to come by. However, recently there've been a couple of models, one from Nike and one from Adidas, that have generated quite a bit of hype and excitement. And in this video, I'll be comparing the Nike Book 1 and the Adidas AE1. So it really does feel like basketball sneakers are having a moment right now. Mainly thanks to these two shoes. It's been quite a while that we've had so much excitement over some signature basketball sneakers. Around 10 years ago, it was pretty common to find people rocking their LeBrons or Kobe's just with their jeans and regular outfits, but you just don't see that much nowadays. But maybe these two will change that. Now, I wanted to preface this video by saying that in this video, I'll simply be comparing these two shoes for lifestyle purposes. This is by no means a performance review. I have no idea which one of these is better on the court, but there's plenty of other YouTube channels out there that are covering that. Let's start off by talking about the Book 1. Now, the colorway I have right here is the Mirage V2. There have been two other colorways that dropped so far. The initial orange pair was super limited, and then we also had the Mirage V1, which sold out pretty much instantly everywhere. And the retail price on these things are $140, which makes them $20 more expensive than the AE ones. And here's the box. I guess it does look pretty cool, especially when looking at it like this, because it kind of looks like a book. And with these shoes, Devin Booker, the superstar behind these sneakers, really wanted these shoes to feel timeless. So the design inspiration of this model in fact came from other classic Nike and Jordan models, such as the Jordan 1 as well as the Air Force 1. We've even seen Devin Booker rock a shattered backboard colorway, which further proves that he was definitely looking at the Jordan 1 when coming up with inspiration. And the materials on this shoe, I gotta say, are very impressive. Really nice, soft, what feels like a nubuck material on the toe box of the shoe, and along the mid panels you get a canvas material as well as on the tongue. And then you have this swoosh, which I gotta say is like a very fat swoosh, which is made out of like a tumble leather, and it is surrounded by some embroidery. A very cool pull tab as well. You actually get quite a few pull tabs here, and they're supposed to look like the pages of a book. And you'll notice it says 96 on the pull tabs, which is the year of birth of Devin Booker. It says book on the front of the tongue, and on the back is an image of Devin Booker's family crest tattoo. The shoe is also super padded. Just look at how thick that padding is. On the midsole, you get some Cushlon foam, which I gotta say is very comfortable on feet. One of the most comfy basketball shoes I've worn in a minute. However, you gotta keep in mind the size. So I did get these in my true size of a US 11, and they are incredibly snug in the toe area. My toes are getting absolutely crushed here. There is no way I will keep this size. I will definitely want to go up half a size here. And if you have wide feet, I would even suggest going up a full size. There's just a lot of padding in the shoe, and you can also see just how slanted this toe box is. Yeah, there's just not a lot of room there for your toes, so you definitely want to size up. And here I tried to wear this shoe with a regular outfit just to show you guys how these would look like being worn casually. And my outfit here kind of looks like something maybe even Devin Booker would wear. I've always been a fan of his style. Now, this particular colorway, I have to say, is not my favorite. I find it very difficult to pull off in an outfit. So here I just simply went with a blue cardigan, some white jeans, which are from Uniqlo. The cardigan is from Stussy, and I'm rocking the Book 1 Mirage here. And I think overall the colors work quite well. I would love to see your fit pits, so do tag me on Instagram if you guys are going to be pulling these off. Now, the biggest critique of this shoe has been that it's a boring looking shoe, and in that sense I have to 100% agree. Yeah, it is not the most exciting looking shoe. It does look like a very generic shoe. There's nothing that really stands out about it, but perhaps that is in fact the point. If Devin Booker really wanted a shoe that can be worn everywhere, then he was pretty successful at it, you gotta admit. This for me is the most wearable off the court basketball shoe we've seen from Nike in years. For me, the reason why I personally dislike the look of the shoe is because it really does remind me of maybe my least favorite shoe of all time, which is the Nike Roshe Run. It's got that very slanted toe similar to the Roshes, and also the midsole kind of gives me Roshe vibes. And for me, that's not a good thing, so that's my opinion on these. And moving on to the AE1, which is the signature shoe from Adidas for Minnesota Timberwolves superstar Anthony Edwards. Now, I have loved everything about the sneaker, especially the rollout. Some of the best marketing we've seen for a basketball shoe since maybe the 90s. We've seen 3 other colorways so far: the debut peach colorway, there was also a Timberwolves pair, and also this absolutely incredible all-star colorway, easily the best shoe at the all-star game this year. But this right here is the Stormtrooper colorway, and for me at least, this is the most wearable colorway for lifestyle purposes. That's why I purchased it. And the retail price on these is honestly unbelievable. $120 for a shoe that looks this good, has modern technology. It's almost unheard of nowadays to have a shoe like that for $120, so big up to Adidas for the price point on these. Taking a quick look at the box, so the top of the box features what I believe is Anthony Edwards' logo here, because it does kind of look like an A. And on the side here you have Anthony Edwards, established Georgia 2001, don't follow the wave. 2001 of course being the year Anthony Edwards was born, and Devin Booker probably saw this and felt pretty old. Now this colorway is definitely giving me some very strong Yeezy 700 V3 Azale vibes. I absolutely love the honeycomb pattern on these all over the upper of the shoe. It's just not something we've really seen before. You also get this big green Adidas logo on the heel, which is surrounded by carbon fiber. There's also this big 3M detailing on the toe box, which yeah, definitely gives me some very strong memories of Yeezy pairs. Surprisingly, you don't get any extra laces with this pair. It only comes with this black. On feet, I have to say these aren't the most comfortable sneakers. I mean, especially compared with the Book ones, these don't feel as great on feet. And the sizing on it is pretty weird, I have to say. So I tried this shoe both in my true size as well a half size down. In my true size, I felt like they were maybe just a bit too long in the toe box. I felt like there was quite a lot of room there. So then I went a half size down and tried that pair out too. And then I have kind of the opposite issue where the shoe just feels way too tight and pretty much unbearable. So I would suggest you guys to actually go with your true size. It's the better of the two options. However, at least for me, neither really fit perfect. And when it comes to what I don't like about the shoe, now the first major con with this shoe is that it is really difficult to put this shoe on. And the purpose of this video is to compare the Book 1 and the AE 1 for lifestyle purposes, and a shoe that takes forever to put on is really not that practical for lifestyle use. I had to pretty much loosen these laces all the way to the top. I had to use the pull tab. I even had to use a shoehorn, and only then was able to get my feet into the shoe. And let me tell you, it wasn't easy. And the other thing I don't like about this shoe is that it is quite a long sneaker and it looks long on feet. It feels like there is unnecessarily too much room in the toe box, and you'll definitely feel that when you go true to size. If the shoe was just a bit shorter, maybe an inch shorter, I feel like it would just look overall better. Now, because of the Yeezy vibes of the shoe, it really didn't feel so intimidating to try to style these. I feel like a sneaker like this, it very easily goes with most of the streetwear that I own. And I feel like with this outfit here, it does look pretty good and feels quite natural. Here I'm just rocking it with some cargos that I got from my favorite place to get cargos from, which is running. I'm wearing a bomber jacket, which I thrifted, as well as a white hoodie underneath. Nothing too crazy here, pretty simple outfit to go with my AE ones, and I feel the shoes really do make the outfit here. So I did title this video as which of these two sneakers is better for lifestyle use, and for that purpose, I have to admit, I will give it to the Book ones. Yeah, they are a bit boring looking, I can't deny that, but they're versatile, they're a lot more comfortable, and definitely quite easy to put on. The AE one I also think looks great with certain outfits, and it also has the advantage of being cheaper. So really, both of these are great options. Do let me know in the comments, of course. I really want to hear from you guys which of these two options you think is the best for lifestyle purposes. Have you managed to try out one of these pairs for yourself? Do let me know. And of course, I would love to see from you guys, and I'll even repost them on my stories on Instagram. Let me see your outfits in either of these sneakers. So make sure you tag me. And of course, if you found this video useful, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because I am dropping content just like this every single week. Make sure you're following me on TikTok and Instagram as well. And of course, the best sneaker podcast out there, the Kickback Pod. If you guys want to listen to that, make sure you check out the links in the description as well. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.